Hello, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Takashi. The sound is not connected. Hello. Just sound test, microphone sound test, voice changer, no voice changer. Test, microphone test. Test, microphone test. Okay, cool. Alrighty. How you guys doing today? Just charging my phone. Introduce myself. Alrighty. Hey, Bako, what's up? How's your trip in Texas? Today is the 26th on Sunday. The Las Vegas is almost midnight. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Awesome, cool. Is that a hot over there? Las Vegas is crazy hot. It's about 120 degrees, almost 120 degrees. Super hot. I wish I can go to the Austin, Texas this year, but we never know. We might go there for the film festival, so it still hasn't confirmed yet. We just applied. We'll see. Has everyone enjoyed over there? Your MHF people? Deku and Shoto. Okay. Alright, I set up my live, seems like ready. So, welcome to my channel. I'm Takashi, Japanese actor filmmaker. Today, I'm thinking to talking about my honest review for the Toy Story 5, if you guys watch it. So, I want to make a poll, actually. Is it like the food over there? Oh, okay, what kind of food is over there in Dallas, Texas? Okay, so I'm gonna make a poll. How you guys doing? 15 people's watching. Hi, I'm Takashi, Japanese actor filmmaker, live streaming from Las Vegas. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the t-shirts, NASA t-shirts my wife bought for me from the Shane. It's astronaut. I really like this t-shirt. If you guys are new to this channel, I'm still growing my channel. I just reached 400 subscribers recently. If you like it, please like and subscribe. I really want to grow my channel. My next goal is 500 subscribers. So if it's good, that'll be thank you. All right. So my honest review of Toy Story 5. So this my live is kind of like talk anything you want, and just you can ask me any questions at the same time. So very feel free to chill. This place is nice, kind of relaxed. Hey Deku, welcome back. And also apparently you can see the comment, a lot of anime fans over here, so feel free to watch. You can talk anything, but like today I want to focus on how I really enjoy the Toy Story 5. And if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend. You don't have to watch in cinema, but I highly recommend to watch. For me, even I didn't remember Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4, but still it's very relatable story. Hi from New Zealand. Cheers. I was living in Australia. I used to live in Sydney. Thank you. Is it relaxed? If Kazuki isn't yelling, yeah, it's alright. Okay, so today's poll is have you watched Toy Story 5? Toy Story 5. If it's yes, and please, how you like it? Yes, I like it. Yes, but I don't like it. But I'm just making a poll right now. Just give me a moment, guys. No, but I want to watch it. Well, I want to watch it. Not sure I'm going to watch. Okay, all right, that's the poll. I just start the poll over here. You might can see it. All right, I just start a poll here. Okay, then once I made a pool, I just turn off here. Okay. I don't see the pool on my iPad. I'm gonna show how this works. That's okay. I need to turn off this one. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really good storytelling of it's really good storytelling of Toy Story 5 because I really like it. It's very relatable and emotionally super attached. And yeah, me and my wife keep watching. And you know what? Even the first scene is no spoiler today. No spoiler today. It's in the cinema when I start watching. Oh my god! In the first scene, that's like a main song from Toy Story 1 or 2 or something, right? I can't remember. It's like 1995. The first one came out when I was elementary school. I think when I was high school. That was Toy Story 1. So it's kind of old, but still, when the music came out, and then that's a flashback scene of the long time ago kind of story. Ooh, first 10 seconds. Whoa, I'm so touched. Yep. Hey, Backman 8146. I'm skipping this live only because I don't want to hear spoilers. I've subscribed though. Thank you so much. But I don't tell the spoilers today. But thank you so much for coming to my channel. But I'm just gonna let you know I don't do any spoilers today, so don't worry. I'm just popped up this message. Thank you so much. But I subscribed though. Thank you so much for the subscribing. Chera no D6417. I haven't watched Toy Story 5, nor do I care if I hear spoilers. I truly believe they should have left out Toy Story 3. It had the best ending in my opinion. Toy Story 4 felt like a prolonged story that should have ended. Okay, honestly, I'm pretty sure I watched the Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4, but I can't remember. I couldn't remember at all. So don't worry. So that's why there's no spoilers or anything. Maybe this movie is more for fans. But however, it doesn't matter. And then I heard my wife actually talked to one of our movie friends, film community from Sydney, and he doesn't like it because the reason why he doesn't like it because it's not Baz or Woody's story focused. It's more focused on the girl's character. So that's why. But hey, it doesn't matter. For me, it's not the male character dominant or main character dominant because I'm pretty sure, I'm not super familiar with the Toy Stories, but I'm pretty sure Buzz and Woody's stories already done. I think it's all done in all these prequel and sequel and stuff. So it's not a spoiler. Just say this Toy Story 5's main protagonist is Jessie. So Jessie is the main character, and lots of twists actually, lots of twists. Very simple story, but it's actually lots of twists. And then what I like about this story is very emotionally relatable because Disney made a movie to watch the kids gonna watch this film, right? So it has to be relatable for the kids, but at the same time, this movie is also watching the adult. So how the Disney designed this film is, I feel like really clever style because you can take your kids to the cinema and the kids can still enjoy it. Even I remember that I saw super I think less than 10 years, even a 5 years old kid. I'm pretty sure. I know my nephew, how old they just kind of guessing. And when in the cinema, and then I kind of character move like funny way, like Woody's or Buzz, like the kids laughing, kids laughing. That's cute, right? But not only that, it's actually showing as a very layered story in a very meaningful moment in a film. So that's why I really liked because the Disney has to hit the emotional beats. So this is another thing whenever I teach acting, when I was directing film, it's all the same thing. So whenever I do it, you have to put the beats emotional beats in the film. Because if emotional beat doesn't work, your film gonna be, the audience's emotional journey will be lost. So I think that's the missing part of non-spoiler about the Odyssey, the Christopher Nolan. The last week, me and my wife, we both watched the Christopher Nolan Odyssey. Just kind of not related enough for some reason. The reason why, because we couldn't emotionally attach with the, we couldn't totally emotionally attach with the main character, Odysseus, but not only all the other supporting characters, something, yeah, it's like kind of Shakespeare type of, very like a Greek mythology type of thing, but still not only that, something in terms of filmmaking, in terms of narrative storytelling, what Christopher Nolan's did is some sort of missing of, let's say, some sort of missing of the emotional journey. So that's very, very critical. By the way, not many people put the comments today. What's going on? You guys feel free to put any comments, okay? If any questions or anything, feel free to put any comments. A couple of people's watching. I don't know, maybe some major people left already. Don't be shy, okay? I can pick up most of the comments. Well, maybe recently I'm a bit more focused on my topic today, but yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna pick up your comments. But you know, it's not if not spam message, I'm so happy. So it's okay. But anyhow, today I'm talking about the how did I feel about Toy Story 5, and how's the vote now so far? Did anyone put the votes for it? I'm not sure. Let me check, because from my device I cannot check how many people put the vote on it. Oh wow, Mortal Kombat 2 is released soon. Have you guys watched it? It's okay film for me, but I'm not sure how you guys like it. For me, yeah, action's cool. I like watching game. The storytelling wise, I'm a bit very questionable. Okay, how was it? Okay, only 4 votes. Okay, 25% of people watched it. 50%, but I want to watch it. No, and some people don't want to watch it. Okay. It doesn't matter. But anyhow, so back to the Toy Story 5. That was very, very touching. So I cried. The reason why is that Disney has to make sure, and also the kids in the movie, so the kids emotionally express how she feels, what she wants. So that's the most important. Okay, so someone give me a message. Charanon Daddy, thank you. I hear what you mean. Toy Story 5 does seem to be more relatable things you can actually imagine yourself being in, rather than what you were saying about the Odyssey. Not yourself, but maybe acting, maybe a music, some beats. So something that's music and sound, or editing, storytelling wise, or performance of the acting. It's something relatable. Hey, Jonathan, Steve. Hey, Steve, welcome back. He's one of the smartest dude. Welcome. So back to Toy Story, right? It's very clear. The kids always now, especially you guys, the young people watching my channel. If you think about Gen Z, I'm millennials. I'm a bit older generation. Okay, I'm age 41 this year. And for compare with our generation, next generation, Gen Z, and also like kids generation, which is if I have a kids, I don't have kids. If I have a kids, my kids generation in the movie, they're always looking for the relationship as a friend. So that's the biggest objective. That's very clever. And then the iPad character is coming in like a Lily, like an iPad, right? And they play the game and like a socially, like a messaging, like through the social media stuff. And then sometimes she wants to belong, but she cannot belong because it all depends on the Lily iPad algorithm to find that they try to choose the best option to find friends, but some of the friends, they don't play toys. They just play games on iPad, which is okay. But what's the meaning of true connection, what they're looking for? So that's really, really sensitive topic, and also it's very smart way to show to the audience what's exactly actually happening in nowadays. Leaving a story at a certain point in time is a good thing because according to that time, Toy Story was a legend. But looking at the amount of animation coming out today and what's currently trending, Toy Story does not fit into all of this. This is my opinion. I don't think it's a trend or anything. And even for me, I don't care. It's a trend. Is that there's a trend of filmmaking or not? I don't care. It's not even a style of filmmaking. I don't care. Even when I'm a director, I'm directing the 3 movies now, feature film. But it doesn't matter. It's not a style. It's something. The good message is it's infinite. It's a timeless. Like even the 90s, like okay, for example, if I can pick out one of my favorite film is the Terminator. Terminator. Even if you watch, wow, that's so exciting, sci-fi. It doesn't matter. It's timeless. But I watched this Toy Story, like a couple of days ago. Wow, so exciting to watch too. And it's more the kids, girl's story. Even I'm a guy. I'm like a 41 years old guy. For me, it's still touched and for very relatable. The girl's story and a toy, the character's toy. And even this time, it doesn't focus on Buzz and Woody. It doesn't matter. But the Jessie's character, she's a very strong character. She wants to save the girl. That's it. She wants to make sure your owner, the girl, make her happy. That's the major thing. And then she do her best to find the best friends to play together. So that's really, really good structure. And also like setup and payoff. First 5 to 10 seconds things is actually kind of really nice setup and a payoff towards the end of the film. This is very clever way. But not only that, also I thought what's the clever things when I'm watching. Wow, that's true. Because, for example, you watching my YouTube and I'm happy you guys are on board to my channel. Oh, by the way, I'm Takashi, Japanese actor filmmaker from Las Vegas. Still new to this channel. If you're first time watching, please like and subscribe. But anyhow, if you're watching this YouTube, you always in the screen on iPad. I'm not sure what device. Maybe 90% of people watch on my live from the iPhone, I guess. But it's you go through the device, right? But think about what's creativity. How did you build the creativity on an artist, or even like business ideas? When I was a kid, toy. Yeah, I used to have a toy too. Used to like looks like a spaceship, like Star Wars. I was a big Star Wars fan when I was a kid. Just play around when I was a kid. I remember that, and I wanted to become an astronaut. Always a spaceship and then some science stuff. I love it, right? I started building a story in my head. Actually, you remember? And I did it, like, okay, this character, okay, save this one. Oh, it's bombing, boom, 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 like Star Wars thing. I generate the story in my head. And it's all about imagination. That was actually showing in this film, the Toy Story, and how they play with the character. And then I was shocked. Because if you keep playing on iPad or just playing games, someone built it. It's actually you experience that someone made a story or world already, right? And then, but if you use your toy and then as a 7, 8 years old kid, and then build a story and it's super creative, so imaginative, and then I realized, wow, this is really, really clever message of this film, because nowadays all the modern people, even now the younger generation, the next generation, for next kids, they don't play with toys. What's going to happen? It become a poor imagination. If the poor imagination, what's going to cause? I believe the poor imagination that cause the less creativity. How can you make a story? How can you build your own graphic art, or how to compose your music, or all about art and creativity? Everything comes from your imagination. It's not exist. That's why I like Disney. Then this Toy Story show them very clever way what's the difference between all these modern device between the old toy. But another thing super clever how the directors they made a story is they're not denying this new device. So they can just say, oh, the new device is bad or technology is bad. It's like a Hayao Miyazaki, that's how he do on environmental, global warming or whatever. You can just point it out what is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is good. You can say that, right? But what this film is, how they made it super clever is that it doesn't say. This is the two different things happening, how you collaborate and work together. So that's, I really like, I think one of the best story structure wise, okay? I'm not saying the best movie because I love so many different Disney movies. I love it because I cannot say these other films are bad. No, I love the older Disney films. I love it. But this is one of the most cleverest story writing in terms of story writing is Toy Story 5, because normally when you watch even old school like a 90s Disney, like always villains, good guy, bad guy. At the end of the story, we have to be happy end. For the happy end, you have to beat the main antagonist. Protagonists need to beat the antagonist and fight against together, and then villains needs to be gone. That's the same thing. Aladdin, Little Mermaid, everything. And any Disney classic, like a king era of the classic movie, always have a villain. I love villains though, villains character. But the villain has to be beaten. But this movie is different. Toy Story 5. Maybe Lily Pad is one of the character who can be antagonist against with the main characters, but she's not a villain. That's the biggest thing. So they not make the villain. And then I noticed that like a big Disney recently had a huge respect and some inspiration from Japanese movie like Hayao Miyazaki or Ghibli. Why? Because if you watch, for example, have you watched Spirited Away? If you watch Spirited Away, it's actually no villains. No villains. That's a big difference. So that's why it's more clever, and then the more audience can start think, what's the answer? So that's the style of the movie I noticed. Okay. Jonathan Steve, I want to ask one thing. Should movies always follow the trend, or should they always aim to give a good message to society? Because if we look at both viewpoints, sometimes people believe more in trends, and many don't even care about the storyline. If a movie has a great storyline, it often fails to make money. So what should focus on? I don't think so, Jonathan Steve. Movie has a great storyline, always fail to make money. No, I don't think so. That's not correlation. I don't think so, because they don't have evidence. Maybe some movies have a good story but didn't succeed or name, but still some people liked it, Maybe underrated, but some not a big money, but still some sort of success. I believe it. So I think the trend, it doesn't matter. Where's the question? A good story though. So I want to ask one thing. Should movies always follow the trend? Nope. So should they always aim to give a good message to society? Nope. You don't need even message. I want to hear the message, but it's a more important part, is emotionally touched or not. I think that's the most important part. Because if you look at both viewpoints, sometimes people believe more in trends. Yeah, I think that nowadays is correct, but I think this is not the fight against things. Can be a same thing. They work out together, I guess. Yeah. But I think still, if I have to choose to give the good message, what's the good message mean? It can be a bad message, because it's an art. The filmmaking is still art. So I think if you think about it this way, you have to break it down. So you're making movie is an art form, or you're making movies as a business. For us, we have to do both. It's an artistic message, but at the same time, it has to be succeeding in business. So like, for example, our films are like still doing action because that's our strength, and like a pitch because we all, Marianne and I, we both like action filmmaker, so we have to put the student and action beats in the movie. But the upcoming one, we still have action for the, actually we recently released some articles of our next films. Is still we put in some sort of action, but that's not the main. But main aim is still drama and the story. So I do believe, if I can ask this question, hey Dustin, what's up? I believe the most you have to focus is the story. I believe. I think so. Yeah, if I can this answer for this one. Yeah. Hey guys, by the way, I'm Takashi, Japanese actor, filmmaker, live streaming for Las Vegas. Today I was just talk about how did I honest review, how did I feel about the Toy Story 5. I do love it. So I just saying, I really do love it. And it's very emotionally attached and more relatable and a very clever message. I highly recommend to watch the film. Yeah, I highly recommend to watch the film. So how you guys feeling? If you guys and someone watched the Toy Story 5, please put any comments. And some of my fans put the question about filmmaking. You can put the question about filmmaking at the same time. So today is more like a relaxing, chill night live streaming from Las Vegas. Now the midnight now, 12 o'clock. Where are you guys watching from? In the morning, nighttime? Good morning, good afternoon, konnichiwa, konbanwa. I'm Japanese. If you watch the first time, please like and subscribe. I'm still growing my channel. I'm also a filmmaker and I'm making my own movies. It's called Echo 8. It's here. Yeah, and you can watch on Amazon Prime and Tubi. So any film review is from my both side of my Japanese culture background and also my filmmaker's background. So I hope this is helpful for you. But I do highly recommend to watch Toy Story 5. Really, I like it. I'm gonna watch the movie for sure. Yeah. That's good. It's good. Yeah. I'm not sure, Steve. What I said, it can be a good answer for you or not. But anyhow, long story short, in a nutshell, it's not about the trend, I believe. But it's all about maybe a message, but the most important part is storytelling. What kind of story? Because when you watch a film, you always follow the character's journey. And that journey is not just about how the life is physically going. No, it's all about how emotions journey. That's a lot of people get confused when you watch a film, even direct a film, even for the acting wise. Because some get confused. No, most important part is actually sometimes a plot hole. We said it's a terminology. It's called plot hole. For example, in a story, when you write a script, if something goes to the A to B, B to C, C to D, and something jumps to the A to C, hey, it doesn't make sense. It's a plot hole. We call plot hole. So we had tried our best to fill out the plot hole if any draft coming out from the writer. But for me, I personally, plot hole is not a big issue if the main character's emotional journey is right. And then particular film, for example, today I'm talking about Toy Story. This Toy Story 5's Jessie, the main character's her like a cowgirl toy. Her character's emotional journey is perfectly written in the script already, and I easily follow her character. And then it's more relatable. If something that genuinely the filmmaker write a story with emotion, you can follow. What I mean is, whichever culture or background or director belongs to, does their culture influence the filmmaking process or impact on them? I guess that's another good question, okay? Sometimes directors and filmmakers, do they sometimes show their own past experiences or things that happened to them in their films? Do you feel that is the case? Might happen, but for example, my wife, when she was a kid, she was some domestic violence happened, unfortunately, and that's actually caused her trauma. And also the parents, the migrant from Vietnam after the Vietnam War, we put that type of story in the original Echo 8. So that's how they became a psychological thriller. And also So for me personally, I don't have much trauma when I was childhood. Maybe a little bit as like an Asian parents, but I'm still like grew up in a very lucky family, like safe, happy family in Japan. That's how I grew up. By the way, I'm living in Las Vegas. I'm not sure. I'm applying for the citizenship this year or next year. By the way, but anyhow, I don't have much trauma. But the writer, she wrote the story. It's definitely also a bit of her experience, little bit, but not the main. Because the reason why is the storytelling always has to be something universal. The story is always universal. That's the big difference. So what I mean is whichever culture, hey, konnichiwa, samurai, yes sir, konnichiwa, yokoso, Buddha loves you guys, hey, welcome, welcome. What I mean is whichever culture or background a director belongs to, does their culture influence the filmmaking process or impact the film? Maybe unconsciously. Maybe unconsciously, because it's your taste. It depends on the camera shot, the sound choice, music design, or like okay, even love romance. How the American or white people write a story, and how do the love romance they build, or Asian love romance story, or like okay, let's say K-drama. How the K-drama, love romance is so different, right? How they write is very different because how we feel, the sense is already different, I'm not saying which is good or bad, but spontaneously, even unconsciously, all these style of your cultural background might affect your film. Brother, will you watch Spider-Man brand new day movie? Big question, and I'm not sure. That's the honest answer. I'm not sure if my wife wants to watch it, maybe might watch together. Because the thing is, okay, anything come back to the Marvel film, okay? It's so many things I have to do because Takashi, before you watch this, you have to watch this, the 10 movies. She showed me 10 movies, or you have to watch the Iron Man 1, 2, 3, and you have to watch the Captain America, and you have to watch these and that, and before watch the Avengers, you also watch the Guardians of Galaxy 1 and 2, 3. Now, you know what? No, it's impossible because I have to catch up all the other Marvel films. So that's unfortunately, they build all the franchise, get it too big. So if I didn't watch one of these films, I don't get it. So I'm a little bit not sure. But since watch the trailer, it looks kind of cool. So I might watch, I might not watch, I'm not sure. But just honest things I can say. I have no idea. But it looks cool though. Okay, Steve. Sometimes some movies are true. Their storyline is entirely based on truth. However, because of the movie, the truth goes exposed, which hurts some people's feelings and make them angry. It depends on what kind of movie. But you know what? It's interesting though. Some movies people hate it. I never got the feeling of anger or hate something if the film intentionally targeting to someone looks bad. Make sense? Like any narrative story, okay, it's any narrative story, it's okay. And even if anything, like for example, religious story, like for the God story, or for like for example, like Odyssey is more like a like a God story, like a mythology. It's okay. I'm Japanese. I'm not super relatable, but still, I think it's interesting to see, right? I don't get mad or angry, and then any movies. Mostly, sometimes I get bored. Okay, boring film, yes, exists. But I'm not sure why sometimes the people get really angry or mad after watch the film. I have no idea why they get so much things. And I think this is like I always talk about Adlerian psychology. Hello, Philip Lee. Welcome to my channel. The thing is, they have their own trauma, I guess. They have their own trauma. That's why when they watch it, they feel uncomfortable. They get mad. For example, Bobby. one of the movie called Bobby, and then I really enjoyed it. Me and my wife, wow, it's such a clever, very, very interesting, very good movie. But one of our friends, she get really, really upset after watch, and then why? And then it's actually causing her trauma, and actually something pointed out she doesn't want to speak it out. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but either way, the cause the hate or anger is actually still um, emotionally attached with the audiences. So it can be maybe some sort of success, I guess. Yeah. But if I say, okay, one movie, I don't point it out which film. Only one film I really, really don't like in this world. The recently released on Netflix documentary film. The whole film about documentary is targeting one real exist person. It's targeting for this person is bad. That's the message of the whole film. That's very, very uncomfortable to watch. This type of film shouldn't made it. This type of film shouldn't made it. Hey guys, by the way, if you just come to my channel, I'm not talking about Toy Story. Toy Story is the best. Toy Story 5, best. Watch it. I'm talking about the other film. Only one film in my life. Watch one documentary film. This film is super, super annoying and they're really disrespectful and only targeting the one really exists person to show how he looks bad. That's the main aim to make this documentary for the 22 hours film. Very uncomfortable to watch. You should never make a film that someone targeting looks like bad. Never make them. No, because all human, they have their own voice. Because executive producer, someone put the money, then I want to make a film that someone looks bad. You shouldn't make this type of film. So that's I totally against the film. I don't say which film, but I went to the screening event. I was at the film festival, and I was just like, yes, I get angry because he's my friend. The targeting the one like old person, and this targeting he looks bad. No, that's so bad. Hey Yukio, what's up? Do you remember me? We were talking a while. Yeah, Yukio-san, welcome back. Today I'm talking about how did I feel about a Toy Story 5. If you watch it or not, I'm just doing very chill live today. But hey, unfortunately my live stream doesn't get more view now. I don't know, maybe something wrong, or maybe some of my. I think this one should take it out. I think just take it out. So today is an honest review Toy Story 5 and Q&A. Well, I mostly talk about the Toy Stories already, so you guys can talk about anything now. This is anything. I think some fans leave and come. It's okay, it doesn't matter. But thank you for coming to my channel. I'm Takashi. I'm a Japanese actor filmmaker. But anyhow, thank you for watching today. I think I might closing soon now. But if you haven't watched a Toy Story 5, you should watch it. I highly recommend to watch it. Okay. So before close my live, I just want to see how's the poll. So you guys want to watch a Toy Story 5 or not? So Steve, director should always strive to show the truth, even if it goes against society, whatever the truth is. The truth is what the creator believes. The creator believes. They should always be prepared to show it as the truth. It is exactly what the director do. I like that one. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, totally agree, Steve. Yeah. But thank you for always giving me each time have a really nice comments actually. Okay, so go back to poll today. How's the poll and the poll? Okay. 40. Okay, what does it say? 40. Okay, wow. Okay, 40% people watch. Yes, I like it. Cool. Okay. 30% haven't watched it but want to watch it. No, sure, I'm going to watch. Okay. Cool. That's nice. Okay. Thank you for watching. I saw some peak. Sometimes the people watch my live and come and go and come and go. Have no idea. Do you have any advice for getting into Harvard Law School? Nope. Thank you. Sorry, I have no idea, man. Thank you. I'm not good in the field. I'm a filmmaker. If you can ask me any film questions, I can answer for it. All right? All right. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye. Thank you, Steve.